Let's be real, our phones aren't just phones anymore, are they? There are wallets, our photo albums, our offices. Pretty much our entire digital lives are packed into that little glass rectangle. So in this explainer, we're going to talk about how to turn that vulnerable device into a digital fortress. Come on, let's lay that first stone. And I mean, just take a second to think about that. Your private messages, all your financial info, where you've been, your personal photos, it's all right there. And yeah, it's super convenient, but it also means the stakes have never, ever been higher. So you got to ask yourself honestly, is your phone really as secure as it should be? You see one of these screens dozens of times a day, right? A face scan, a fingerprint, a quick pin, maybe a pattern. This isn't just some small step to get to your apps. No, this is the main gate to your entire digital world. The real question is, how strong is your gate? Okay, so if we're going to build a fortress, you have to start with strong walls. I'm talking about the fundamental, absolutely non-negotiable layers of security. This is the foundation for everything else we're going to do. Think of this as your front door. It doesn't matter if it's a simple pin, a really complex pattern, or something biometric like your fingerprint or your face. The goal is always the same. Stop an intruder before they can even get 1 foot inside. And let's be perfectly clear. This is not optional. If your phone gets lost or, stolen, a strong screen lock is literally the only thing standing between a thief and all your sensitive information. It is, without a doubt, the easiest and most powerful security decision you can possibly make. All right, now to really level up our security, we're going to add a deadbolt. And that's exactly what two-factor authentication, or 2FA, is. It just means that having the key, your password, isn't enough to get in. You also have to prove it's really you with a second step, like a code that gets sent right to your phone. I'm sure you've seen this screen a million times. You type in your password and then boom, you get this prompt. That little 6-digit code, that's the second factor. So even if a hacker somehow steals your password, they can't get past this step unless they also physically have your phone. It's a simple thing, but it shuts down the vast majority of attempts to take over your accounts. It's a game changer. Okay, so our walls are built, we've got a good lock on the door, but a real fortress needs guards, right? Active systems that are always on patrol, always watching the perimeter. So let's meet your phone's digital guards. Now, this is a really crucial point. Those software updates, they are not just for new emojis, okay? They are critical security patches. See, developers are in this constant race against hackers, trying to find and fix vulnerabilities. So when you ignore that update available notification, you're basically leaving a known, unlocked door for intruders to just walk right through. Now, your phone has 2 key guards working together as a team. First up is the antivirus. Think of it as your 24/7 security patrol inside the walls. It's constantly scanning apps and files, looking for threats like malware or spyware. It's your first line of active defense. At the same time, you've got the firewall. This guard stands at the gate, inspecting all the data traffic that's trying to come in and out of your phone. Its job is to block any suspicious connections and stop data leaks before they can even happen. It's your digital gatekeeper. For a lot of us, our phone is a mix of personal and professional life. And that's where something called Enterprise Mobility Management, or EMM, comes into play. Basically, your company uses these policies to build a secure, separate container on your phone just for work stuff. This keeps company information safe without letting them snoop on your personal photos or your private messages. And this whole system is usually managed from a central command console, which is known as Mobile Device Management, or MDM. From this one dashboard, an IT department can enforce security rules, like making you have a strong password. And more importantly, they can remotely locate, lock, or even wipe all the corporate data from your phone if it ever gets lost. It's a really powerful safety net. But look, even the best-built fortress can have problems, right? You might lose a key, or a gate mechanism gets jammed. So what do you do when things go wrong? Let's open up the toolkit for some of the most common issues. Okay, so your phone goes missing. The first feeling is just pure panic. Just take a breath and follow these steps. 1, use a locator app like Find My iPhone to see it on a map. 2, remotely lock it and put a message on the screen, something like "This phone is lost, please call this number." And 3, if it's pretty clear you're not getting it back, you initiate a remote wipe. It stinks, but your data stays safe. All right, let's talk about a much more common and way less terrifying problem. We have all been there. You tap an app and nothing. Or it opens and then immediately crashes. It is so frustrating, but you know what? It's usually a really easy fix. So here's your 4-step plan. First, just force the app to close completely and try opening it again. If that doesn't do the trick, step 2 is to go into your phone's settings and clear that app's cache. This just gets rid of temporary files that might be causing the problem. Still no luck? Check for updates, both for the app and your phone. And, as a last resort, just uninstalling and reinstalling the app. That almost always works. And now for what might be the #1 complaint of every single smartphone owner: the battery. Before you assume your phone is toast, you gotta play detective. Go to your battery settings and see which apps are the biggest energy hogs. You'd be amazed. And simple things like lowering your screen brightness or turning off Bluetooth when you're not using it can make a huge difference. So, we've covered the walls, the guards, and the troubleshooting tools. Now it's time to put it all together. This is your action plan. This is how you become the commander of your own digital fortress. So here it is, your challenge. 4 things you can do the minute this explainer is over. 1. If you don't have a strong screen lock, go set one up right now. 2. Go to your most important accounts, your email, your banking, and turn on 2FA. 3. Make sure your phone's locator app is on and you know how it works. And 4. Think about adding a reputable security app for that extra peace of mind. Ultimately, you've got to remember this. You don't just buy a lock for your house and then assume you're safe forever, right? No, you lock the door every night, you stay aware of what's going on. Well, mobile security is exactly the same. It's an ongoing process, a series of small, smart habits that altogether create some seriously powerful protection. By taking these steps, you're not just protecting data. You're protecting your peace of mind. You're taking back control. So as we finish up here, think about that. You've built the walls, you've posted the guards. The real question is, who and what did you just successfully lock out?